Hello, welcome. This is Glasgow Rangers Stations. We are out and about today at Drayton Manor theme park, but still obviously looking at Rangers news, still looking at kit, still looking at all the news that's out there about with my kids. So yeah, look, I've just read something online about Abdallah Sima. Guys, you know my thoughts and feelings on Abdallah Sima. Absolutely love Abdallah Sima, top player. Was fantastic for Rangers last season. So I think he scored 16 goals in all competitions. I know injury held him back a little bit when he came back from AFCON with that injury. Now, he was obviously returned to his club at the end of last season. Brighton were running the rule over him. He did play some minutes in pre-season during their tour of Japan. But it appears that he is not needed by Brighton or not wanted by Brighton anymore. And it was felt that, that they were looking for 6 to 7 million for him, a fee that Rangers would definitely not be able to afford. So, that probably pretty much ruled him out. Now, we obviously all thought that because of us, the situation was that we didn't have any money, that we needed to sell to buy, that we couldn't afford to bring in Abdallah Sima. It now appears, according to Rangers Review and a number of other sources, including French media, that Sima is set to leave Brighton this summer and join Stade Brest, that's a real team, on loan for this season. Now, Stade Brest are a Champions League side. They did well in the French League last season, so obviously that is a major attraction to attract Sima to go and play for them. Obviously there will be a loan fee involved in this, and obviously Sima's wages. I think there'll be an agreement. It's not clear yet what percentage of wages Preston will be paying and what percentage of wages that Brighton will be paying. Now, Sima has a year left on his deal, but that year left on his deal is slightly complicated by the fact there is a further option on that contract to extend that contract by a further year. That is a club option, not a player option. So the club can just extend his deal by 1 more year, and Sima has to sign that, or else he will be in breach of contract. Now, it's not clear yet whether there is an option or an obligation to buy on this loan yet, but I feel that, that looking at the situation, knowing that Brighton obviously wants Sima to leave and Sima's surplus to requirements, I think there probably will be an option of an obligation to buy for Stade Brest. Now, given how well Sima played last season and how he impressed with his directness, his ability to score goals, his clinicalness in front of goal, his ability to finish with both feet, his ability in the air. If he is, 3/4, half the player he was at Rangers last season, I've got no doubt in my mind that Brest will want to make that a permanent transfer. But, what a sad indictment for our club that, that perceivably we are not in there trying to get him back on loan. And maybe we can't even afford a loan fee for a player, which, is a real sad indictment of how the club is being run at the moment. It just more reflects the fact that, we'd be better off with Del Boy and Rodney running the club rather than John Bennett and Park Jr. and the rest of that shambles of a board. I'm absolutely raging over this. I'm hoping that Rangers can come in and try and sabotage it at the last minute, but I'm not overly hopeful because I know what the financial situation is. Obviously, at the club, we have to sell to buy. We can't get players off the wage bill because no one will pay for these players because they don't want to give them the stupid wages that we're giving them. They don't want to take a pay cut, fair enough. But, Sima going out on loan kind of, really does annoy me, really does absolutely really make me raging about the whole situation. Sima into this squad would make a massive, huge difference. A player who can play right wing, a player who can play left wing, a player who can play through the middle. Player who can play as a 10 as well, all kind of positions that we need to fill. We do need a number 10, we do need a striker, we do need a winger. Sima could answer a lot of those options. I know there's doubts over his injury history, but the guy is a quality player. So yeah, not happy at all. If this move does go through, he does go on loan, then it's a real sad indictment of Rangers, the board, and the decision-making process at the club as it regards bringing players in. Guys, let me know what you think. And on the way out, please smash that like, and remember always...